What's going on, everybody? It's good to be back. I know I've been away for a while. Usually when there's gaming news, I wouldn't hesitate but to talk about it. But recently I just wanted to take a back seat and enjoy the games and the new platforms that are coming out. But don't worry, Stadia is not one of them.
Hi, I'm looking for...
Stadia?
What? What?
There's been so many things happening, such as the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Get down here, Merc.
The Game Awards. The new Devil May Cry 3 port to the Nintendo Switch. But I'll talk about those later. For now, we're going to focus on exactly what should be the focus for the future. So recently in the Game Awards, the Xbox Series X was announced and shown to us. Granted, this thing looks like an old PC tower, so that led me to believe that you can possibly upgrade it if you had the chance or tools. But besides any hardware features that I would like on the system, as far as hardware, I believe Xbox One X is good enough, but apparently they're going to go even further with it with the Series X. Now, I'm not saying that the Xbox One was a complete failure, but for the most part, when it came to first-party titles and consistency, the Xbox One wasn't the best system. I was one of the early adopters that bought it for $500 and wasn't too impressed. It had some good first-party titles on day one, like Dead Rising 3, but I wasn't too impressed with the hardware at first. And then after that, the Xbox One S showed up, and I still wasn't that impressed, but with the Xbox One X, it became clear that Microsoft was definitely focusing on the hardware. For the Series X, we can only hope that because the One X came out, hardware won't be much of a focus and they could focus more on first-party titles. And seeing how they bought a ton of development studios, it seems like that first-party focus might be there, but then there was an announcement that they weren't going to focus on first-party titles for the first year or so.
We can put that check in a money market mutual fund, then we'll reinvest the earnings into foreign currency accounts with compounding interest, and it's gone.
What?
It's gone. It's all gone.
And that was a bit alarming. Now, Microsoft, if you're watching, this is exactly what you should do to make people more interested in your product and to potentially expand on it. The first thing would have to be make a good Halo game. I know Halo Infinite is coming out, but I want Microsoft to make sure that this game is just as good, if not better, than the previous Halo games, which means more memorable enemies, weapons, better controls, not such a serious story, and hopefully great multiplayer online features. Xbox isn't much without its mascot, so it definitely has to get that flair back when it comes to Halo. That means hiring new programmers to fix up the previous remasters and also potentially make new and better Halos that change it up. But coming from the topic of Halo, a feature that they can add to the Xbox and also the Halo games that the Xbox One X's hardware could take advantage of as well is VR. I'm not sure why Xbox hasn't gotten into the VR scene, but HTC Vive isn't doing all that good right now. Microsoft can easily buy or partner up with HTC to make an exclusive VR headset for the Xbox. Not only will it look and play better than the PlayStation, but the Xbox was known for the most legendary first-person mode games, such as Halo. Imagine playing Halo in VR. Picture being on that turret while your friend drives the Warthog. You don't have to move much and it seems like a comfortable situation, especially in the Warthog. They don't even have to make a full Halo game in VR. It could just be a simulation. And that would be good enough for me, to be honest. PlayStation took advantage of Batman VR, so why can't we have a Master Chief VR or Halo Infinite VR? If the Series X is anything better than the Xbox One, then VR would not only work well, but it would have a comfortable home on the platform. Something else that Xbox can steer away from is the multitasking media feature that it focuses on so heavily. Xbox, if you would kindly not make the multitasking media feature a main feature of a gaming console, that would be great. The last thing that is kind of wishful thinking would be if they let you overclock and just go full-blown PC with the Xbox Series X. The only reason why I mention that is because of the title of the Series X. Series makes me think of a fancy car or some kind of special edition of something. Having different editions of Series X, i.e. upgradable parts, would be very useful, especially if they take advantage of the VR feature. If we end up getting a $500 beefy Xbox One X, and on top of that an optional way to upgrade the hardware as well, then I could probably kick back and relax and just play old Xbox 360 and One games that were upgraded to further fit the upgradable console. But if it doesn't have those features, the least I could ask for are those previous things on the list. Now don't get me wrong, Gears of War 5 was actually a very good game, and one of the best co-op games I've played, but it came out years too late. There weren't any other noticeable exclusives to Xbox One. The only great thing they did was Game Pass, which allowed you to play all the previous titles for a subscription price. Now that's all fun and good, but I already have an Xbox 360 with those games. Sure, I can upgrade, but the Game Pass wasn't quite for me. Now I'm sure the Series X is going to have universal backwards compatibility with all the previous Xbox games. That would be great. But instead of backwards compatibility, I'm more looking forward to exactly what they're going to do with those development studios that they purchased. If Xbox can change and add to the platform in some way, let it be VR or some kind of new feature that is actually useful to gamers, that would be all welcome to me. Let's see exactly what Microsoft has up their sleeves with the Series X when it comes out this holiday season. But until then, guys, let me know what you think about the Xbox Series X. Is the title too long? Would you want Halo VR? Let me know. Now see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.